Sometimes my experience in this studio is replica of the power corridor engagements.
There is only one.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
The only big man in the building is a quick confronter in the song.
People that don't wash their car, they're not big men.
Me, at the small boy.
Employer of informal labor.
I don't employ anybody. Disclaimer. Well, our guest this morning is a regular, as Amazing said. He is the State Director for the Center for Human Rights and Accountability Project. I'm looking at him so that he will know. Project Network here in Akwa Ibom State. So that he will know. Oteco Franklin is always laughing at me. Good morning to you. You look good.
Good morning, Ike. Anyhow you look at me, you will still make the mistake, no matter how you say it. Looking at me doesn't change the fact that you must make mistake. That one is given. Whether you look at me or look at Amazing, it is given that you must make the mistake. It is not a project, it is network.
Network, yes.
That's point number one. That's point number one. Point number two, I will not join your controversy between you and Amazing. I will allow the big lady and the big man to do their banters while I listen and I clap for the winner.
Well, there's only one big man here. Without much ado, let us focus, because our focus more is about happenings in Akwa Ibom State. The first thing we want to talk about is this palliative distribution, which of course I had over time last week, you and I had a bit of a session there where I was engaging you on some topical issues. This palliative distribution, you're a member of that committee that submitted the report of which the governor is using to, distribute. Are you people following up the distribution? Because the feedbacks we're getting is something His Excellency should be aware of.
I would have even loved to hear the feedbacks you are getting, whether it is what I am getting.
Okay, good. Now, a couple of persons, I'm sure in the course of this program, listening to us, they will call in. A couple of persons have called in last week and in the course of the week as well as the Akenyan interview program, to complain that persons are diverting for themselves bags of rice, which is contrary to the instruction of His Excellency, the Governor of the State, Pastor Moeno. Some persons are, keeping for themselves like 5 bags, 12 bags from reports we've gotten. So if this reports, let me use the caveat, if these reports are anything to go by, this committee that was set up to give the format and the way that the distribution of the palliative should go, are you people even following up on the monitoring, especially with the distribution of these palliatives?
I want to say that His Excellency the Governor made it very clear that as long as the rice distribution is concerned, it is for the poorest of the poor, and that each village will get 40 bags. We had recommended 25 bags. The Governor, out of his kindness, added 15 to make it 40. When the flag off exercise took place, I was there. The committee for the palliative distribution were also there. All of us were there, and we witnessed the bags of rice being distributed to the local government, and it is done in tranches, in batches. So I don't know. When I hear report of diversion, I hear report of someone even called me to say, "Hey, in Ibesikpo, my village head said it is 5 kg bags," and I said it is not possible. It cannot be repackaged, rebagged. What is there is 50 kg. That's it. And then a particular message I got, I think yesterday, from a tenant, where a particular person sent me a message accusing the village head, I will not mention his name because we are still investigating it, that the village head and the youth leader of the village in a tenant said that they got 30 bags. And from the records we have here, because each as we go to the government and drop, as the committees recommended to the governor, each village will come with their village head will come, youth leader will be there, woman leader will be there. The committee as constituted in the village level, as we continue the village level, will come, and then the council, the local government committee members will also ensure that these persons who have come to parade themselves to come up to appear as the chairman, as the village head, youth leader, and so from the village are truly the village people. And then they will sign a document, as you can see in this phone, sign a document that they have collected 40 bags. They will give him 40 bags, and they will sign for 40 bags. That particular village, which I got a text from in 18, the village head, which has been accused now of presenting 30 bags, actually signed for 40 bags. This is the text. This is, if you look at it, you will see the number of bags.
Yes,
Each village.
There's a list.
You can see the list there. You can see the list of every village.
You might want to show.
You can even read through if you can.
Show it to the camera.
If you can read through, if you can read, that's it. That is the format we are using. As we go to each local government area, the village people will come. The village head will be given 40 bags. He will confirm it is 40 and then sign. You can see all. You can see
with their numbers.
Good.
And what have you.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. And here we're seeing approximately 56. I know it's more than this.
No, this is just because that particular village was accused, so we have to read the one that concerns the village because it's in so many documents.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So we have to extract the one that concerns that particular village. Why I refuse to mention the village concern, because we are still investigating. Okay. We've heard from the complainant. This matter now is now reported in fact, this reaction, if you could see, you will see the matter is a complaint that we are treating in the committee. Yes, at the committee level. You see? You can see. Yes, so we are investigating whatever complaint we get. That's why I'm here. You can reach out to me. You can send a text. You can make your complaint. We will investigate. As you have seen here, we will investigate.
When the lines are open, you will hear first.
I want to get those like this one is a case study of a village head who signed for 40 bags. His signature is appended here, but on getting to the village, he reported
he's disclosing 30.
Where is the 10 bags? That is where we are still investigating. And good thing, we have a record where he signed, his name and signature is here, that he collected 40 bags. So it's very easy for us to be able to track to know where the 10 bags, disappeared, whether it appeared from his hands or on transit. We'll get to know. So we are still on it. And it is very easy. Very easy. The way we have done it is very easy to trace. The issue of hijacking is not there. It is very clear. The government made it clear that it is 40 bags per village. And so when you get 40 bags, you need to take that 40 bags to your village and let your villagers see it, confirm it, and you share it as should be shared. So where these 10 bags are disappeared to, we will find out before the end of the day, because our committee is still investigating the matter. That's why I refuse to mention the name of the villager until we're able to hear from him and confirm that actually he presented 30 bags.
Okay, that's a very good update to Twikong, and we're hopeful that in the course of this program, the listener will call us, because we've been getting reports as a station that persons are diverting these bags for themselves, allegations here and there. That's why I use the word if this reports anything to go by. Persons alleged to have diverted for themselves, of course, they should be prosecuted in accordance with the law. And of course, His Excellency the Governor should be made to know what is really going on, especially some allegations of persons who are being partisan in the distribution of these bags of rice. So that's also something that you might want to look at.
Let me also add, you see, at the level of the State Palliative Committee, we had clearly stated there that we will have a committee at the local government level and at the village level. Now, this committee comprised of somebody, a party member who is not a PDP member. It's clearly stated. You will have the village head, the youth leader, the woman leader, the market woman, the CHRAN member, member of the CSO, member of the student, and market woman. And all these are the structure that we will have at the local government level. And then we will have inter-party member who is not in the PDP, because PDP is the ruling party. That's what we clearly stated in our recommendation to the governor, which the governor accepted. Now, the same thing will be replicated at the village level. Okay. So you have somebody who is not a party member, who is not a PDP member, clearly PDP. It can be any other party, but a non-PDP member as the person who represents the inter-party. Okay. And don't forget that this is a non-stipendiary appointment. Nobody is going to reward you for it. So you're being a member of the committee, just like as I am in the state, doesn't entitle you to any rights of saying a bag of rice. It doesn't entitle you to even a bag of rice. It doesn't entitle, if you are not qualified in the class of the poorest of the poor, it doesn't qualify you, that you're a committee member doesn't qualify you to earn a bag of rice or to be given a kobo. So you pay your way down to where it is distributed, you pay your way back home. Nobody gives you a kobo because it is purely a voluntary service for the community and for humanity. So
only humanitarian.
Humanitarian service. So it is very clear. That is why I want to repeat loud and clear that anybody diverting a bag of rice, we should get the report. My line should I should be texted. They should get to me.
You will give those numbers.
I don't want to give my number, because if I give my number, I will not sleep. Even when nobody knows, even when my number is not on the media, people, because I receive the message I get on a daily basis, even before these palliative issues comes up, is such that it's overwhelming. So, but they can get to you. As I'm here now, you can forward those complaints to me, because your numbers could be public. They could forward those complaints to me. No, I mean the ones you give. I mean the one of the station could be given. Once you get it, you forward them to me. I will treat it as they come, based on the way we are handling. But I can tell you that it is very easy to track, because each village head must sign for 40 bags. You take it home, then you share it according to the way the governor and the committee had recommended.
All right. So,
but now, another thing is, having discussed about the rice distribution, the subsidy removal wasn't about only bag of rice distribution. Personally, I'm not concerned. I'm not much concerned about sharing of rice, because rice is something you will eat today. Tomorrow you extract it through, and that's it. So, but we had recommended other things that the government should do, including giving a full day off for civil servants. That is, they work up till Friday. Fridays they stay in their homes and work. Then tax rebate for minibus and tricycle riders. Market women will get tax Fridays free ticket.
Yeah.
Then that's it. Then we are also talking about the issue of giving a free bus to carry workers to work. Then we also recommended that we should have a CNG gas station, which will cover everybody.
His Excellency the Governor did partner, did announce a partnership with Innocent. I was privy to that they came to Akwa Ibom. They met with His Excellency the Governor. He announced a partnership with Innocent to try and deliver the CNG buses. That much information I have. So I believe that is also in the offing, and we believe that very soon Innocent will deliver those buses.
No, let me, this partnership that you are saying, I believe it is what we had before the subsidy removal.
No,
before
upon the announcement of the subsidy removal, as part of palliatives.
Yeah, because this committee had recommended that the state government had spent billions of taxpayers' monies in MIMSHAC automobile companies in Ikorokap in Itu, local government area, to produce vehicles. And so we had said in our committee that the first port of call should be the government should, get MIMSHAC to produce those cars that the government had paid for. 85 of them had paid for. The past government had paid for. Those vehicles should be brought, and then where there are other options, the government can explore. But the one that is already on ground, it is too painful that the government has spent so much money for, to build car assembling plant, and then you now go out to get another vehicle company when this other one is already on ground, and you have your people already working in the plant. Like we've been saying, the car assembling plant in Ikorokap, it is time to produce the vehicles for us to use. Already the company is producing fuel filter. They are also, I think, after the last check, they have brought in 9 vehicles. 9 vehicles are already on ground. We tracked them to Lagos. From Lagos, I think they are coming into Akwa Ibom. What they call CKDs is already in One. In One, the CKDs is the part, because they are supposed to assemble. They bring these vehicles in pieces and come and assemble in Akwa Ibom. That is where our people were trained in Israel to assemble those parts, those vehicles. So what the committee recommended was that the monies that the past government of Udo Emmanuel spent in the car assembling plant shouldn't be a waste. That it is time to now explore that opportunity. Good thing, it was done ahead of time. It's now opportunity to engage the MIMSHAC company to produce the vehicles. So far, the 9 that they brought are 20-seater buses, and they are diesel-powered engine.
That's good.
So that's what we are saying.
That's really good. The most important thing is we don't have any capital flight.
That's it.
Let's keep all the money here in Akwa Ibom, in Nigeria.
That's it.
Let's engage local manufacturers so that we can deliver these things. Because one of the biggest problems we have, especially with our currency, is this issue of capital flight.
Yes. Let me also add that if you have Ibom Air, right? If you have Ibom land, for instance, the government can establish Ibom land where you can have the MIMSHAC supply vehicles, and these vehicles are
they do transportation.
Yeah, within you have the IBOM Air, interstate and beyond. And you know, like I said before, apart from Inos that is producing cars, you have Peugeot in Kaduna, right? The other one you have assembling car assembling plant.
Yeah.
Now this particular one.
There's also another one. I keep forgetting the acronym of that one.
Well, what I know is
there's also another one too.
The one I know is Inosun in Anambra, then Peugeot in Kaduna, and then now you are having another one that you are bringing to Akwa Ibom, which is the MIMSHAC that is coming into Akwa Ibom. Now, if you have this one into Akwa Ibom, you will
Nord and GAC.
Okay.
No, I think GAC is for it. Is not.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. So from
NORD.
Yeah. So from our checks, what we did when we had to petition, I have to say it openly, that CHRAN had to petition our partners, and we were able to track MIMSHAC to Israel. From Israel, we tracked MIMSHAC to Italy, where the MIMSHAC is now partnering with Iveco. Iveco is like a country that produces, it's like a world, a company that produces vehicles.
They are mostly known for producing articulated vehicles.
They are major
big trucks.
They are major on car, production. And these cars that MIMSHAC has brought into Akwa Ibom now are bearing Iveco. And this is a major vehicle producing company in the world over. They have a large billions of turnover that they make from vehicles. So now, if you are able to get Ibom land, I'm saying that it will create employment massively in the state.
But if you're talking
and across
about
the
Ibom land,
will
that not also affect AKTC?
I mean vehicle production.
Oh, okay.
You are AKTC get vehicles, and they are already they get vehicles. When these vehicles get breakdown, they go and repair it. But here you have you have a vehicle like Peugeot in Kaduna now. All their cars are maintained by them. You have Ibom now. You have Ibom Air. The government is trying to build. Government is trying to build maintenance hangar where they can also maintain and service those planes, those fleets. So if you have Ibom land, you have a company that assemble these cars here, maintain the parts are here, and you maintain them. You can make several returns. Lagos government is making billions from their BRT services that they're making in Lagos. Here, if you have it in Akwa Ibom, you will also make it. You have Ibom land, you have Ibom Air, and what happened to what is wrong if you go to the shipping line? Because I remember last time I went to the ship line, the company that came to establish a ship line along the axis by one of our private indigenous here, that is Inekong Udonwa. I've forgotten the name of that company now. Somewhere along the axis. You are going towards to Port Harcourt by that bridge. Look at your left.
Yes.
You will see it.
I'm trying to
build the shipyard.
Yes.
The shipyard here. So that's it. So if you have the air Ibom Air, you have the Ibom land, and you have the Ibom Sea. You are going for it.
All right. Well, the next issue, before we open up the phone lines, because we intend to open up the phone lines on time, so we can get the feedbacks you're looking for, is the issue of securing core members. It has become absolutely imperative that we have this discussion because before Akwa Ibom was affected with the recent kidnap of the core members who are en route Sokoto, we have also heard of several core members who've been involved, who've been unfortunate to have been kidnapped by either bandits or unknown persons. We have also heard some of the local papers chronicling this particular one, that the families of these abducted core members are asking the federal and state government to do something by means of intervention. Utwikong, what can be done beyond these persons who have been kidnapped to secure core members?
This is one issue that is, each time I talk about it, I become so emotional because it is so painful for the families of these kidnapped core members. It is a horrific experience. It is a sad moment for the family and for these core members. No matter what it is, if they are released today, they can never be the same as they were. They can never be. The trauma they have gone through, the stigma, the everything, the torture, the fear in them, and everything that they have passed through would never make them to be the same again. That's one. Two, what is the purpose? What is the usefulness of NYSC? I have asked this question repeatedly. And we, at CHRAN, we have called severally that this NYSC, this thing be scrapped. The service be scrapped. The purpose had been defeated long ago. The purpose of it was supposed to be for national unity, for cohesion, for integration, for this, for that. Which of these is existing?
Empowerment.
Which empowerment? Which of these is actually, achieved? Look at the years NYSC had been established till today. Can you look at it? Look at what happened during the past election that we had. Look at how the members were maimed. For instance, in Rivers and Lagos State, you could see members being beaten. Some of them even killed in the process. So for me, it has the mission of NYSC had been defeated, and so the purpose for it being still there is political. I think that it is time for the government to scrap NYSC. When the children finish their service in school, they should just go and look for work and do.
Why
Or better still,
why don't they serve in their state?
As far as you keep that word NYSC, the intention has been defeated. Let me give you a typical example. Before we have NDDC, we used to have UMPADEC. UMPADEC became the purpose became defeated. We had to completely scrap UMPADEC by bringing in NDDC. That's the truth about it. If the law that established NYSC, the intendment of the draft of the law had become defeated, you scrap it and then bring in another commission or another agency that will address the present need. If the intention is to keep our young graduates 1 year on the federal government payroll, fine. Bring in another agency, remove NYSC completely, another federal agency that the moment these young graduates finish their school, they are engaged to stay in their state. They put them into farming. Those who are into medicine are put into primary and public health centers. Those who are into this thing, banking, can be sent to banking. And for that 1 year, they will not be able to leave their territory.
But what about the issue of integration?
How have you been able to achieve any? Look at what happened now. These children went in the name of integration to another state and they were kidnapped. And in the midst of these children, they would have been governor, they would have been president, they would have been senate president, they would have been federal lawmaker. They are there. And their destiny today is being trampled upon by some devil incarnate who name themselves as bandits. And yet, you have a governor of a state whose oath of office, first of all, is to ensure security, that you secure your citizens and give their welfare. You have the House of Assembly whose duty is to make laws for the well-being of their citizens,
which includes security.
Keep it quiet up to today. Today is about 25 days after these children were kidnapped. Nobody is coughing. Nobody is saying anything. I have not heard the Assembly move a motion, either calling on or appealing on the president and the governor of the state, if they need that level of appeal, to intervene. I have not heard our federal lawmakers at the federal level and the Senate level making a motion calling on NYSC, the federal government, the security agencies, to intervene.
They're on recess.
What else is nationally important than these children who were deployed? Put it that any of them have their children in this midst, you can reconvene under emergency.
Are you not being preemptive?
Because
of course you cannot say if this is part of the agenda, there is you.
You are keeping somebody more than 24 hours in a dungeon, under torture, under pain. And I don't want to add the word sexual harassment for the female ones. And you're telling me that those who are elected to represent them are in recess, enjoying themselves. What if by the time they reconvene, these ones have gone, have been killed? God forbid. So what else can be nationally important than this? To reconvene under emergency, address the issue, and then go back and enjoy yourselves. So the Senate president is from Akwa Ibom, and this thing is happening. Up to today, I've not heard a single comment or motion on the floor of the Senate. We have Federal House of Rep members from this state.
What if he's not aware?
Then his media team, those who are handling him, are not doing him any good. He comes to Akwa Ibom to attend events. He would have been told, he would have heard. He has media team, he has those who are managing him. So if he doesn't hear, then what else will he hear? What else will he be hearing? What else will he be briefed? He has constituency office here in the state. So there's no excuse for anyone to canvass for the Senate president. There is no excuse for anyone to canvass for the 3 senators, for the 10 House of Rep members, and the House of Assembly members that we have in Akwa Ibom State. Yes, I think some days ago the Assembly members met. What else were they discussing?
They didn't mention this.
Did you hear any motion?
No,
whatever they discuss is always you have a correspondent there in the assembly. It's always in the public. Have you heard any motion from the assembly calling on the governor, calling on security agencies, calling on the president and NYSC to see to these children release? Have you heard? Truth is, we are kept in the dark. Nobody is hearing anything about these children. They seem forgotten, and this is very sad for the memory of Akwa Ibom State. That within 100 days in office of our governor, these students are suffering and nothing is said about either the governor or senator or the House members.
So what would you have in this instance the governor do?
The governor is the chief security officer of the state. His duty is to secure his citizens wherever they are. The governor should tell us what he has done. From there we can now appraise his effort. I can't sit here and appraise his effort when I don't know what he has done.
Are you expecting the governor to carry torchlight and enter bush and begin to look for these children or what? What exactly?
I expect the governor to do a media parley, to call the media. This is a very serious issue. A very serious issue as having 10 of your children kidnapped, 3 of which, like we were told, escaped. And up till today, we've not had a single statement, if there is any, I've not seen, from the government of Akwa Ibom State. So the governor should be able to convene a press conference. You have ESCO meetings. You should form part of your agenda in your ESCO meeting. These children, like I have said, you have a would have been governor. A would be governor is there. Those who aspire to be president, they are also there. And today they are forgotten. Nobody has heard. I don't even know what is happening about these children. I don't even know what is happening. Maybe Ike, you can tell us.
Well, I'm not aware.
So what are we now saying?
Like you, I'm also
so
aware.
Why can't those who have the preference of office telling us what they have done and at what level they are? I don't know that I watched the parent of one of these kids at on a Channel TV crying and wailing, and I felt very bad that this is happening in a country that the government ought to have secured their citizens, and yet nobody is speaking about it. Today you have so many children, I think in UNIO and the rest, finishing, rounding up their studies. And in no time they will be deployed again, mobilized again. What is happening? Why are we sending our children to go and die in the name of NYSC? That is why I keep on saying that the commission, the NYSC, this thing should be disbanded. Let us begin to have these children. When you are done, go and look for your job, or better, the government keep them and pay them for 1 year into agri sector and other sectors that will boost the economy. It is so sad and it is painful for me to hear that these children are still there. Today makes it 26 days after they were kidnapped, and yet we have a government in this country, a government in this state, and none is saying anything about it.
Okay, well, it is a quite disturbing development, and trust me, words are not even enough to express all of that. But then let's hear from you, as you have continuously been speaking about it from the start of the week, and now that we have directly and specially addressed it on today's conversation on the Big Talk. Let's hear from you more. 0906 0004 945 as well as 0906 0005 945. Messages 0906 0009 455. Send those messages as quickly as possible, and also let your calls come through now. Hello, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Hello.
Mother.
Okay, what?
I can hear you something.
All right, go ahead.
I want to tell very plainly that this is kidnap of these coppers in another state. The governor of a point has never once made a statement about it. This is honestly too bad. It's annoying to people. He cannot at the end send a delegate to that to meet with the governor. concerning this issue. It's bad. But you continue to say, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this and that. It's bad. Let the governor get up.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Let's take another call. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location quickly.
Good morning, Nysc. This is Marty calling from Indiana.
All right. Go ahead.
You know, each time I hear about the adoption of those students, I'm very, very emotional because I was once a victim when my sister Stella Ekiko, a Shabeli student in the University of Uyo, went to service. During her journey, she had an accident and died. And after that, they were able to conflict their corpse with private jet to Akwa Ibom State, which they could not offer them as they are going. Then, now, come to talk of this one. You see, I want to say that NYSC should be scrapped off in this nation. Or if at all that could exist, let people say in the place of their choice. If choosing a course could be a choice, let it also be a choice. Please, state government, Sokoto government, and federal government should look towards to see how they can release those students, because it's very disastrous to the family. If you have been in that shoe, you will know what it means.
I do. Well, anyway, let's take a pause quickly to observe some messages and be back to hear from you. Paid messages, actually.
The morning flight. We'll be right back after this.